We are really in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, what is this?
Oh god, it's so gross.
It's gross. Oh.
Surprising. Really pretty. A nice place to stop off on your way from Singapore to the rest of Malaysia. We are on the bus to Malaysia. I think this is the first time I'm crossing a border via bus. That makes sense? Yeah. Hopefully everything goes smoothly. We made it over the border. We are in Malaysia.
Primeira vez passando a imigração de ônibus, ponte e de terra.
We got our SIM card and we found our bus, our next bus. So we're going to be riding to a little town in the middle of Malaysia. It's about an hour and a half ride, and then we're going to get some food, and then we're going to switch to a different bus the rest of the way. Yeah, so far not too difficult,
Yeah.
but a little bit strange.
Yeah.
On the bus, by the way, I'm loving this 100 plus stuff. It's like Pocari Sweat or Aquarius or like Gatorade, but bubbly. All right, we're gonna be heading off soon, I think. We get to see what the countryside is like in Malaysia. Singapore over there. Here in Malaysia after our bus, first bus. It's pretty smooth ride. We were really hungry, so we got like 2 hours to wait for the next bus. And one of the guys at the bus station said that only Malaysian people can ride that bus. Maybe there's some tap card.
É, mas ele é turista de táxi, então eu acho que ele tá falando isso só pra gente de táxi.
Yeah, so I'm gonna double check, and we're gonna hang out and eat a little bit, and then see if we can ride that. Yeah, found a place called Mary Brown, which is just a burger shop basically.
Peguei o mais baratinho, Simples Chicken Burger.
And mine is the Hot Touch Burger.
Bem seco. O gosto não é ruim, mas ok. Oh, o seu parece mais gostoso.
This one's a little better, yeah. Spicy. Not bad. The price is about the same as Mac or something.
Maybe cheaper.
Maybe a little cheaper, but not too different. Yeah. Enough.
A batata não é boa.
Alright. Let's enjoy and relax a little and then
Yeah.
see how this bus is going to work. We might have to take a taxi. We'll see. Well, we're in a taxi. There are buses that go where we're going, and Google Maps was not wrong about that. But they are state-run for the locals. They're free for residents here, but not for us. So, yep, only one choice. It's about 55 ringgit, which for us is about 2,000 yen, something like that. Less than $20, and it's about an hour ride.
Not bad.
Not bad. We have finally arrived, and we are really in the middle of nowhere. But we have this little chalet to ourselves. But yeah, there's like no market, no restaurants nearby. We are right next to the beach though. Let's see. All right, inside our little bungalow, we've got pretty much everything we need. Got a big bed for us and an extra little bed for, I guess, putting stuff on. And we've got power and AC and an attached bathroom with a shower and everything. And a little space to get some work done. Well, good morning.
Bom dia.
This is our second day here in Malaysia, and yeah, we've been staying in this little resort.
Um chalézinho no meio do nada.
There's really no shops, no real well, okay. There's one tiny little tiny little shop that sells bread and things. And a couple little restaurants, warungs, that sell food, but
Nós temos que andar 20 minutos para ir comer.
Yeah. So yeah, we're kind of out here in the middle of the country. But it's really hot, and so we came down to the beach. Oh, it's low tide.
Yeah.
It's extremely low tide. I don't know if this is a particularly good place to swim. Doesn't really look like it. But it is where we are. We kind of prepared for jumping in the water, but I'm not sure that's what we're gonna do.
Está muito quente.
It's really hot, but the water does not look super great for swimming, and very, very shallow. There isn't really a good place right next to the water, so we're just gonna pop our stuff down right here and maybe jump in. Julie's gonna jump in. She is braver than I. We didn't jump in. It's not super clean, and the water is like hot, like an onsen, like pretty hot. I'm sure it gets cooler as you get further out, but there's also jellyfish hanging out there in the water. So we're gonna walk along the beach, see if it gets a little bit nicer, a little bit cleaner, and if it doesn't, then we'll try one more time when the tide has come in, and see if that's a little better. Looks like the surface of Arrakis. Oh god, this sand here is really freaking gross. It's like super goopy and muddy.
What is that?
But someone else has already walked here. It does feel like these birds are fucking laughing at us.
I hope it's not poop.
Yeah.
Ah, my feet is like.
Yeah, it is deeper and deeper.
Ah, it's gross. Love.
I don't know.
Come back.
Oh, this is not what I want to be doing right now.
Whoa, what is this?
Oh god, it's so gross.
It's gross, love.
I want to turn back.
Que é isso?
Oh god, no.
Get better here.
Back on dry land.
Show me your feet. Bro.
Ooh.
Wow.
Okay. Well, I think it's time to head back to the chalet. What do you think?
I feel like it's a little more there we can swim in.
Don't cry. Oh, and don't fall over.
It's very gross.
Here, it's getting dry.
What is this?
Oh, whew. Whew. Got new boots.
What is this?
Mud boots.
Maybe it's good for skin.
Let's think like that. Yeah, definitely is.
Let's put the face mask.
Oh God.
We are already here. It's just a little more.
Okay. All right. We did not find a place to go swimming. We did have a little bit of adventure in the mud, but it's time to head back and wait for high tide and then give it a second chance. And for now, we'll just focus on relaxing and getting some work done in our little chalet bungalow. Now, one thing that's a little difficult about this place is there's really no like food or anything around, and it's Ramadan, so we kind of can't go to the few restaurants that are here until after sunset. So for lunch and breakfast and things, we went to just a tiny little shop around the corner and got some instant noodles and some bread.
Nós comemos esse de manhã, muito gostoso.
And the cup noodle we got is some more local brands.
Say Malaysia.
Yeah, one thing I think is kind of interesting about these ones and the Indonesian ones is they come with little forks inside. They're like little folded up plastic forks. She's like kind of nice.
Yes.
We have been getting used to spicy food. We ate a lot of spicy food on the farm, but still never sure how spicy anything is.
Spicy? Sour spicy?
Ah, a little spicy. This one's better. Better than yesterday. I like this one. Well, it's our second full day here. I got a nice haircut. Thank you, Julie. Yeah, we are hungry and gonna go check out one of the local warungs, the little cafe thing. It's Ramadan, so it opens. It should just opened because it's now after sunset.
7:20.
7:20. So we're pretty hungry, but it's one of the only like local foods near here, and we haven't tried any real Malaysian food yet. So yeah, we're gonna check it out, see what it's like. And the warung was closed. So instead we're having more cup noodles. And we got some other little snacks to try. Some little cakes and potato chips and things. We got some chicken curry rice crackers. We got some honey roasted cashews. We got some, I don't know what these are, seashell shaped cakes.
Yeah, cakes is like pretty soft. And this, we'll try these cup noodles.
And just in case we're still hungry, we got some potato custard bread. I don't know what that means, but it sounds interesting, so let's try it. Yeah. And at the end of the day, we are going to be in a bunch of cities from here on out, so we'll have plenty of opportunity to try some Malaysian restaurants. We're not too worried about it, but it is just 3 days in a row of cup noodles. So hopefully our guts are doing okay at the end. Smells like just sweet bread.
Yeah. Some a little custard.
Well, it's just custard. It's just custard. Maybe it's potato and custard. No, I don't know.
No ingrediente fala que tem uns flocos de batata. I don't know.
I think that's a pretty good choice. It's just custard bread. Good morning. This is our fourth day in Malaysia, and third morning in Malaysia, and we're on our way off of this little beachfront area and back to the city. So we've got a taxi coming, and should be here any minute now, and then from there we're gonna stay in the city for 2 nights, maybe get some local food, things like that, and then head to Malacca. We got our taxi ride, which was really just the guy who works at the hotel there gave us a ride into the city, which is really nice of him. We paid a little more than we would have a taxi, but makes sense.
É 1 hora de viagem, não é perto, e a gente pagou 80 Malaysian, menos 2.500 yen.
Yeah. So, and then when we got here, we got to Kota Tinggi, and the bus was leaving, so we just got right on the bus. Air conditioned, no need to wait in the sun. So we were on our way to Johor Bahru. We arrived at our next stay. This place is a little bit more like Airbnb. It was like a self-check-in situation, and we had to contact them on WhatsApp, but it was a little strange at first, but once we contacted them, everything went pretty smoothly. There's a little bathroom, shared area, kitchen, some hot water. The room is really clean, but very, very simple. That's it. And we are pretty close to some seafood restaurants, although it's raining outside, so we haven't decided if we're gonna go down to the restaurant yet. Although we probably should. We've had a lot of cup noodles these past few days.
E se a gente quiser, a gente só atravessar a rua e a ponte, a gente tá na Singapura. De volta.
Always a possibility. All right, well, we're gonna figure that out, and I'm starting to get hungry. Are you getting hungry?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's eat soon.
Some fish soup.
Ooh, look at those noodles.
Yeah.
A lot of noodles. And sweet and sour pork. Good. It's been a while since we've had pork. Yeah, so it's nice. How's the fish?
It's really bland, not strong soup. I like flavor and fishy. Simple.
We do have some spice.
I really need to add some flavor.
Good afternoon. We are here in Johor Bahru. It is about 4 o'clock, and we are just leaving the house now. It's so hot here. It's like hard to even think about walking around in town during the middle of the day.
Yeah. E ainda tá quente, às 4 horas. O pôr do sol aqui é umas 7h20, 7h30. Então bem perto da linha do Equador. Nossa, Nunca vivi em um país tão quente.
Yeah.
Wow.
So our plan now, we finally got too hungry to stay inside anymore. So we're gonna head into the middle of town, downtown area, JB Central, and around there find some food. We're hoping to get some Indian food actually, although we still haven't really tried Malaysian food yet, but
Mas aqui, como tem bastante chineses e indiano, né? Por causa também, estamos perto da Singapura, bastante imigrantes. Então tem muitos restaurantes bons chineses e indianos. E é a nossa oportunidade de comer aqui.
yeah. So we're gonna see what we can find. We found one good restaurant that looks good, at least. And get some air conditioning in the mall. Yeah, explore around a little bit. There isn't too much to see here from what we could find online, but there's a couple temples and things like that. So we'll see, check those out, and yeah. We found the restaurant we were looking for, and it seems nice. It's a little bit more expensive than some of the other restaurants near here, but not much more.
Yeah, too cheap.
Yeah, especially compared to last Indian restaurant, which was in Little India in Singapore. Place looks nice. First up, some chicken momos. Kind of like steamed buns.
Some kind of dumplings.
Dumplings.
It's already a little spicy. Just a little.
That's a lot.
It's a
There you
lot.
go.
And a little mayo.
We also got some garlic naan. That's a necessity. And a little green salad.
Some mushroom curry.
I'm excited actually.
Yeah, it's a long time we didn't eat mushroom.
Yeah. So let's dig in. It's honestly not quite as mind-blowing as Singapore curry.
Singapore curry was
That's really good.
wow. It's like more light, a little strong tomato base.
Yeah.
No?
Yep.
But it's good.
It's good. And the garlic naan is good. Everything was really good, but the star of the show were these buns, almost. So we're leaving them for the last bite. That was delicious. We were trying to do some sightseeing around Johor, and I believe this is a mosque, but I'm not really sure anymore. We were on our way to visit a botanical garden, and we checked Google, and it says it's for the royal family. So maybe we can't go. But it's really interesting. Walking around here, we've passed a Chinese Taoist temple, a Sikh temple, a Hindu temple, and there's this giant mosque.
In the same street.
All on the same street.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, so very diverse city. We're gonna see if we can go to the Botanic Gardens, but probably we can't. There's one more Hindu temple to check out, but it doesn't open until after sunset, 7 p.m. So we're gonna walk around, explore a little bit more around the old street, old town, and then visit the temple. I believe we're in Old Town Johor, and this place is full of like really beautiful art on all the walls, all the roads. surprising. Really pretty. Wait, what is it?
The Mary Brown, the fast food we eat when we arrived in Malaysia.
Oh man, it's a burger joint. We were walking down the street and heard music, and looks like there's like some sort of big street market happening.
Yeah.
Sunset on the water.
Beautiful, all the things.
We're in downtown Johor. It's getting dark. Almost time to visit the Glass Temple. And just admiring this pretty nice little downtown area.
Muito bonito de andar aqui.
Ooh, look at this. A sitar?
Instrument.
Oh, gambus. Oh. Cool. Yeah. Some nice art, some little shops. The malls are close, and it's not really expensive.
E bem arborizado, aí fica fresquinho.
Yeah. All that said, we're staying here for just 2 nights, and I think that's pretty much pretty good. Doesn't seem like there's a whole lot to see around here, but it's a nice place to stop off on your way from Singapore to the rest of Malaysia. I think we made it to the Glass Temple. It's a little strange to get here. We had to walk through some strange roads, and it's nighttime, but it looks open at least. Let's check it out.
Yeah.
Well, that was very cool. The temple itself was really beautiful. And like it's very modern, but very interesting to see.
Do you like really working temple?
Yeah, apparently tonight was a prayer night, so there was a big group of people praying, and they did a whole ceremony. I think it's still going on, but we've got to catch a bus, so we're heading out.
Yeah, still a lot of locals coming. You can see.
So this is editor Trevor and Julie, and I just want to say, after reviewing the footage and after going to a bunch of other temples here in Malaysia, I feel like the Glass Temple was a little bit strange. They did charge us 50 ringgit to go into the temple, for both of us, because we were not Malaysian and not Hindu. And although I kind of understand their thinking, it just feels a little off for us. But it's really beautiful, and that said, if you're okay with that, then you should go. But yeah, that's just our opinion. Good morning.
Bom dia.
We just checked out of our hotel here in Johor Bahru. It's hot out here.
Quente, meu olho, quando eu saí do hotel, o sol é tão forte que a primeira vez que aconteceu isso comigo. Nossa, tava conseguindo ver direito. Meu olho começou a doer.
Precisa
Um óculos de sol.
Sunglasses?
Um óculos de sol bom, com grau pra mim. Uau, nunca tinha acontecido isso. Muito claro aqui. Muito quente. O sol muito forte. Uau.
So today is a traveling day. And we've got 4 buses to catch, I believe. 4, 5, 4, I think. So hopefully they're all air conditioned and we don't have to be out in the sun too much. But yeah, day of traveling and we're off to Malacca.
Malacca!
We should arrive in the early evening around 6 o'clock, maybe 7. So hopefully we can get dinner there and check into our hotel and then get dinner. And have a nice kind of relaxing travel day, I hope. We'll see. Well, this is much later, but I just want to say that Johor Bahru was a wonderful city and I definitely recommend stopping in. I think a lot of people go straight through it and on to somewhere else in Malaysia, which is a bit of a shame. It's a cool place, so if you have time, stop in for a night or 2. I think that's enough, but I think it's worth it. But there is a lot more to see in Malacca. So in the meantime, thank you for watching.
And see you at our next destination.
Ciao.
Ciao!